My man Grant.
What's going on,
Here we are.
man? It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. First off, thank you for inviting us on the set of this photo shoot.
Right.
I have to know though, how surreal is this moment, or even mind-blowing to be on set shooting a photo shoot for your season of The Bachelor?
Man, like I always say, I'm so grateful. It's surreal. You know, I'm living in the moment and just like going into this season, falling in love, and I'm excited for it. I cannot wait to meet my wife. It's something that I dream about, and yeah, I'm just taking it day by day.
Yeah, now take it back to the beginning a little. When did you first find out that you were going to be the next Bachelor?
Oh man, it was about a month, a month and some change ago. The producers called me and they informed me, and I was obviously I put everything into Jenn's season and put my heart out there. And my personality, it's go hard or go home. So when they said it, I was ready to put my heart on the line again, because you risk big, you win big, So the goal is to fall in love, and that's something that I'm trying to do.
And did you get that call a month after you exited Jenn's season, or?
No, it was a couple weeks after I exited Jenn's seasons, but
Okay.
to this date, it was like a little while back.
Yeah. And when you left Jenn's season, did it ever cross your mind like, okay, I'm getting ready to be the next Bachelor now?
Nah, I went back to my normal routine, waking up in the mornings, studying the market, trading, and it didn't cross my mind. But when the producers called me and they offered it to me, I jumped on it because who wouldn't want to,
Absolutely.
have 28 or 30 women handpicked for them, and it's to pick their wife. It's something that it's big time.
Huge.
So yeah, it's huge.
Definitely.
It's huge.
Now your season doesn't air until next year. How the hell are you going to keep all of this under wraps until then? Like the entire process and everything.
Listen, when my season ends, or when I'm done filming and I know who I picked, as long as I'm able to spend some time and keep it under wraps, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you said you was on board right away to do this. I mean, you was on Jenn's season, so you kind of had an idea of how all this worked. Or was there any reservations at all, especially seeing how things ended for you on Jenn's season?
No, man. Like I'm an open book, and I know that. And even in the hurt, there's a lesson. So there was no reservation. Like if I go into this and things don't play out in the most positive manner in terms of finding my person, I know that I'm going to learn from it. But if they do, it's a win-win. So yeah, I'm not looking at it like that. I'm just looking at it in terms of positive, and the biggest thing and the best thing is to find my wife.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I'm definitely going to be tuned into your season. It's not often I get to see someone who looked like us
right
on national TV on this platform, finding love. Do you feel an added pressure or responsibility being the second Black Bachelor in this franchise?
No, honestly, I'm pretty cool, calm, and collective. I just want to set a good example, whether it be from to the Black community, to the Asian community, white community. I just want it as a whole to the younger generation, because even in today, it's hard to find somebody. There's so many options and so many things going around, and dating apps here and there. So I want to show people that if you put your all into it, you could find a long-lasting relationship that's meaningful.
Yeah,
and that's something that I really adhere to, and I admire that because I saw it in my grandparents.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
Matt James, he obviously was the first Black Bachelor.
Right.
Have you heard from him? Have he reached out to you? Have you reached out to him for any tips or pointers or suggestions?
I haven't heard from Matt, but I've heard from Joey. I've heard from a couple guys that gave me some really good advice, and I know that Matt's traveling the world doing his thing. So, I know he's busy. He's a busy man, and I'm sure in the future we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I want to go back to your time on Jenn's season. That's where everyone met you. That's where everyone fell in love with you. Talk to me a little about the connection that you had with Jenn and how strong those emotions were with her.
For me, they were super strong. Like if I were to have been chosen, I would have been very committed and really, really tried to make things work, because I came off a previous relationship and I spent a lot of time to myself. So that's what allowed me to really open up my feelings, and in that environment and in that bubble, it was even easier because there's no distractions. Yeah. So, there's a lot of things that I was attracted to about her, and I wish her the best, going forward in her life.
Yeah. How did you deal with the aftermath of her sending you home and the cameras were down? What did you do to move on and to,
Just focused on work, got back to my regular routine and working out and just trying to get back to regular life, So I've been a very private person in the past, obviously not now. It's over for that, but I just got back to my normal routine and focused in on building my future for whoever I do meet.
Yeah. And obviously the whole world knows Jenn's engagement to Devin didn't go as planned. Have you reached out to her, check in on her, see how she's doing with her?
Yeah. I support Jenn in her comments, and I don't have, communication right now, but yeah, I definitely showed her some support, and I know she's going to have a wonderful journey ahead of her, and everybody on the show. Everybody's on their own individual path, and I wish the best for everybody.
Yeah. Would you be open to having Jenn on your season, not as a suitor, but just as a spectator or someone to help you choose the perfect lady for you, since she kind of have an idea of, your type?
I think that Jenn has so much big things ahead of her, and I don't even think she's doing Dancing with the Stars and she's doing this and that. So yeah, I just think she has so much things ahead of her that I don't even think that's a possibility or an option. But I'm open to a plethora of things, so it's not just that. There's so many things that are going to come up, and I'm open to it all.
Yeah. Now you mentioned Dancing with the Stars. You're going to be dialing in, voting for Jenn this season?
I'm voting for Jenn.
It's only right.
I'm voting for Jenn. I know she's working hard, and I'm voting for Joey also.
Yeah,
So
it's only right.
Yeah, it's
you got to
only
support
right.
your own, right?
It's only right. Yeah.
Now you're young, and why is now the perfect time to find your perfect one, to get married, to jump that broom, to build this life of being a husband and having a wife on your side?
Yeah, I'm in my prime, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. So for me, it's about, while you're on top, choosing to find somebody to build with and create a legacy with. So I don't want to be 40 years old and 50 years old and just searching, and it's no knock to anybody who is, but just personally for me, I want to find my person young and build a family and teach them core values when my hips are still good,
Yeah. Now, you live in Houston, right?
Yeah.
Now, how important is it for you to find someone, obviously they don't have to be from Houston, but that's willing to locate to wherever you are or to meet you where you are right now in your life?
I'm pretty mobile, so if she can't come to Houston, I'm going to go to wherever she is. If she's in Alaska, if she's, we're going to go, but we definitely not going to stay in Alaska. We're not going to stay out there. We're going to be back and forth, but I want to make her comfortable, and I also want to be comfortable also, so we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Do you feel that this process, this time around, since it's all you're not a part of someone else's season, this is your time, do you feel like you would truly find love this time around?
Yeah, I do. I wholeheartedly believe that, and I feel like it's all about how you approach the situation. I feel like I'm mature enough and to know what I like and what I don't like, and I've been through situations that have molded me into who I am, so I know that I'm ready for love, and when it comes along, I'll be able to identify it and run away with it,
Yeah. I think everyone's favorite part about The Bachelor or Bachelorette are those first impressions when you meet these guys or these girls. I can only imagine some of the women that's getting ready to make their grand appearance on this show to impress you. But what are you looking for in your mate?
Somebody who's compassionate, somebody who's not too self-absorbed, somebody who has a good foundation, and somebody with good judgment and good character, because obviously, I want a beautiful woman, but what matters to me is what's underneath, and as cliche as that sounds, I really do think that that's what attracts me, as well as the physical appearance.
Yeah. Any red flags, deal breakers?
Yeah, so red flag, obviously you got to smell good. You can't be smelling like some Beetlejuice. You got to smell good. You also can't be too self-absorbed, You have to be not all about yourself. You have to take other people into consideration. That's something big for me also.
Yeah. Now, for those viewers at home who maybe didn't catch you on Jenn Tran's season, who's just now getting ready to be introduced to you, tell me why they should tune into your season or why they should get to know Grant.
You want me to talk to the viewers? No, I'm not. No, just I think I'm going to bring a new element and show that love is in all different shades, shape, sizes, and bring some swag, bring some funny, bring some happy, and you're gonna see somebody that's not afraid to be open and vulnerable in front of a wide audience, and set a good example.
Yeah. How involved will we see your family in this season? Will we see them throughout the show helping you make sure you choose the right one, or are you going to dive into this solo?
I can't say, but I will tell you it's going to be a great season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they definitely are 10 toes behind you.
Yeah, there are 10 toes behind me. They support me. There might be a few surprises during the season, so let's all tune in and watch.